We are north of Montreal, Quebec, and we are going to a sugar bush, a traditional sugar bush, a cabane à sucre. So follow us and enjoy the traditional experience. That's what I came. So the traditional French Canadian sugar bush meal is usually served family style. So you don't get served individually. Always have pickles, beets, salsa. I don't know what this is, Mom. Cabbage, pickled cabbage, sauerkraut, coffee and water, and traditionally you can bring your own wine, milk, juice. It's up to you to bring your own beverage. We always forget. Yeah, and then they'll start bringing dishes over in large pots and you can serve yourself. There must be a lot of birthdays. French Canadians are a rowdy bunch.
Your birthday here. Another birthday.
Another one? First little course, pickles, pickled beets, and coleslaw. Also served with fresh bread. Yum, yum, yum. Fresh bread is Ryan's favorite part. Good job spreading, bud.
So good.
Pea soup, homemade, probably with ham. Is there ham in it? No?
I don't like it with ham. I like it like that.
Traditional pea soup. Delicious. Soup, Ash. So good. How's the soup, Mom? Delicious. Mike?
Good.
And Mike doesn't normally drink coffee, but if you put maple syrup in it, he'll drink it.
Try that.
Let's see what this tastes like. Ooh, that's actually delicious. Alright, so this is the main course. So we have scrambled eggs with pigtails, which is essentially just fried fat. Home fries, ham, sausage in a maple syrup glaze, but they're essentially hot dogs in a maple syrup glaze, and some baked beans.
So good.
One other course is, they're kind of like pancakes or beaver tails, so they're just
I don't know if I
like
can eat the whole thing.
a pastry that you fry. So they're kind of in between a beaver tail and a pancake. Stew. Real, it's upside down. Real Canadian maple syrup, probably tapped from the trees right outside.
That's so much.
That is so much. Yum. Last but not least, the dessert. This is a traditional sugar pie, but they've actually put a layer of ice cream on top. It's essentially just maple sugar filling, kind of like a pumpkin pie texture, but some maple syrup and sugar flavors. This is called a pudding au chômage, which is an upside down kind of vanilla cake in a maple syrup sauce. So I will try to put, I know I have a family recipe for this. I will try to put the link below if you're interested in making that. So it's essentially a lot of sugar and sweet stuff.
It's really good.
So if I got too sweet, the ice cream takes the sweet away. This is sweeter.
So full. We're rolling out of here now to go on rides.
I'm going on a spinny ride.
You might throw up.
Yeah.
It's also a tradition to go on horse-drawn carriage rides. Big wagon. And they're going to take us through the maple bush where they tap all the trees to make maple syrup. This is what happens when a French Canadian traditionally eats too much. Two French Canadians stuffed, having to be rolled or wagoned out of the park. So these are all the lines that are actually tapped to the trees, and the sap flows through them. And it actually ends up going to probably one of those little cabins, little houses over there with buckets, and then it's actually a lot more handy than the traditional way of just putting a bucket on one tree and then somebody having to collect all the buckets. So this way it goes all to that little hut and fills up buckets where they then turn it into maple syrup. It's much more efficient when you have all your trees tapped in lines like this. They get maple syrup quotas. That's where all the maple syrup or sap lines are going to this one cabin. And that's where they gather all of the sap and collect. And then you can see all those lines. The kids just went into the haunted house. We'll see how that turns out. One's coming to be my friend. One's coming to be my friend. Okay. I don't have food, sorry. Oh, look at this little one. Look how cute it is. Oh, you're so very cute.
So fluffy.
Is that one fluffy?
Big. I like him chicken.
I think he needs a haircut. He needs to be a sweater.
I think his weight fluctuates.
He's all crusty.
That's like my coat.
Oh!
Oh!
He's a big sheep. You want to feed them, gone.
Ah, look at that one over there!
Look how cute he is.
Over there, he's in my...
He's coming. He's coming. Oh, no. He's pooping. He's pooping. Okay. We thought you were cute.
Ew, Eddie's licking it!
So, traditionally, these would be filled with snow, and they pour hot maple syrup on the snow, and it gets hard, and they roll it with a popsicle stick, and then you get to eat it as a treat. I don't know if it's too hot out here, but I think it's in there. So we're gonna go check it out, Ryan. I think they're handing them out inside. So here they're boiling all the sap and turning it into thicker than syrup, so a thicker consistency. So when they put it on the snow over here, it gets hard, and you can roll it with the stick. Start at one end and roll. Start at one end and roll, like Mammy. Okay, what's supposed to be done? Ça va être après? C'est bon? Is it good, guys? So good. That's a huge one. All right, we've had our sugar fill. It's time to go. That's actually the third one. It's time to go home. Thank you for coming to the Sugar Bush with us. To the Cabana Sucre. We are now going back home. We are so full.
Oh my god, I'm so full.
I'm gonna die.
And my toes are frozen. But we had a good time. I hope you enjoyed seeing.
I may have had 3 maple syrup sticks.
She had 2 sticks, CF sticks. Mike sprained his ankle. We're just a mess. I hope you enjoyed the traditional Cabana Sucre Sugar Bush experience. Fun fact, did you know that I think 80 or 90% of the world's maple syrup comes from Canada? And 2, my mom was just telling me that individual places like this that we were just at don't sell their own maple syrup. In Canada, there is one licensed company that sells all the maple syrup and exports it around the world. And they're the ones who pay the local suppliers. So the local suppliers, like the Sugar Bush that we were just at, will collect their maple syrup, sell it to the licensed company, and they are the ones that export it. So the maple syrup is all marketed at the same price through this one licensed company instead of being sold everywhere at various prices. So it kind of regulates the sale and collection of maple syrup here in Canada.
Aunt Jemima is not Canadian, probably.
Aunt Jemima syrup is not actually maple syrup. It's just maple flavored syrup, I think. I don't know. So thanks for coming along with us. I hope you learned something. See you next time.